Why wait to see if you'll get something you like this Valentine's Day when you can go to BlueNile.com and find something you'll love? Whether you're looking to treat yourself to a little winter sparkle or show a galentine how much you appreciate them, Blue Nile offers a wide selection of high-quality designs, expert guidance, and free 30-day returns for the ultimate peace of mind. You can even design your own jewelry. Right now, save up to 50% at BlueNile.com. That's BlueNile.com.
Introducing Royal Caribbean's newest ship, Icon of the Seas, the ultimate family vacation. The ultimate 6 slides, 8 neighborhoods, 0 compromise vacation. The ultimate never done that, can't wait to do it vacation. The ultimate chillin' by a different pool every day of the week vacation. This is the Icon of Vacations. Icon of the Seas, arriving in 2024. Book today. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
Hello again, hockey fans. Are you ready to brave the wild with me, your buddy Paladino Joey? Episode number 48 of Brave the Wild. It is, I guess it's July 2nd, 2011. We are ready to rock and roll once again. Talk Brave the Wild with Neil Natedogg Thiesing in studio for back-to-back shows.
Yeah!
Welcome back, Neil Natedogg Thiesing. There's the signature shout-out from Neil Natedogg Thiesing. We are ready to rock and roll again, but first, Brave the Wild is available on the sportstuff.com and on iTunes, so we thank each and every one of you always for downloading and listening to this show. Do get to those Sports Stuff message boards, thesportstuff.com/boards. Alrighty, well, it is time to rock and roll and talk about the Minnesota Wild. Well, there are a lot of stuff happening. I mean, you have the draft, you have some trades, and, the finalizing of the coaching staff with the Minnesota Wild. We're going to get into all that stuff. We're actually going to talk about the coaching first. And, of course, the draft and trades will merge together. And that's should add up to a pretty interesting and very detailed show.
Yeah, you betcha.
You betcha. So here's the interesting part. Yep, we have our Minnesota Wild Zamboni in front of us right here. The inaugural season Zamboni, the little fun toy back in 2000. That's pretty crazy stuff. Gotta like that. Well, the Wild finalized their coaching staff, and not a single one of them is 40. They're all younger than 40.
Damn.
Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts.
It's nuts. And the best part is the youngest one is the head coach, Mike Yo, 37.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Darby Hendrickson has been retained through at age 38. Darby Hendrickson is back. I like that move a lot right there.
Oh, yeah. We love Darby.
Darby Hendrickson, like both of them are former players. Darby Hendrickson and Daryl Sador, the final piece to the coaching staff. Daryl Sador, I really liked him as a member of the Dallas Stars. I believe he played with the Rangers as well, unfortunately. But I don't think either one of us are big fans of the Rangers for multiple reasons.
Hells no.
Hells no. Yeah, but no, they're both former players. Both can very easily relate to the young players and the older players. It should be fun.
Oh, yeah.
It should indeed. So do you like the youth movement with the coaching?
Oh, yeah, I guess they're going for the younger kind of team. So younger guys, younger coaches, it might help out.
I think it can. I mean, it'll add energy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Daryl Sador getting his first stint as a coach, and here it is, ready to rock and roll with the Wild.
How old is that guy? Like 50?
Daryl Sador?
Yeah.
39.
Damn.
Yep. He's the oldest of the three, which is hilarious. The oldest of the three at age 39, so he might as well be 50.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, classic. I mean, I like I like it. It should be fun. You got the defenseman, you got the former forward, and then you got the head guy and Mike Yo. He should be a lot of fun. The young guys love him. The players really like Darby Hendrickson. They all related to him, so I think that's a big reason why Mike Gill would retain him from the Todd Richards era.
Mm-hmm. James
Shepard and Darby Hendrickson. Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. He was not babysitting. Well, what was the word for it?
Yeah, well, he's staying at his house and he's watching his kids.
Mm-hmm. That's the way to go. Well, I guess James Shepard's coming back then.
Is he?
Yeah, I guess so. So quickly, we can just kind of merge into the draft and free agency. I mean, you have anything else to add about the coaching?
No, I don't think so. It sounds like they kind of have different personalities and stuff. The coach is pretty loud, and Darby's a little bit more laid back. So I think and having an in between guy would be good too. I don't really know Sidor very good, but yeah,
he's probably about what he is, in betweenish. But go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they need all the different kind of personalities to kind of mix in there, and they'll get used to each other, I think. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too, and it's a chance to be pretty good. I'm very optimistic about the Wild coming into this season. For the most part, it's like the moves, for the most part, look really good. Like we get to the draft and free agency and all that stuff, as they're kind of heading in that direction. For the most part, obviously Chuck Fletcher's human and he's going to make some mistakes, and we'll have a little conversation about some of those here very shortly. There's about one or two little ones, I guess, in his career. One big one, I guess. But the approach is pretty much build from within. Draft. Focus on the draft. Whereas Doug Risebrough, it seemed like, let's try to get the 7th or 8th seed in the playoffs by signing the all these role players. But, never really try to build a foundation like the Detroits and the Pittsburghs and so on.
Yeah. Yeah, you need talent. You need, someone to score.
Mm-hmm. You need true talent. And one big thing as we're kind of slowly merging into the draft, basically, is, a guy like Michael Granlund. That's who a lot of people in the Wild organization are extremely excited about. The first-round pick last year by Chuck Fletcher, 10th overall, Michael Granlund from Finland. Another Finn, but a damn good one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a good one from Finland. And there's a very expensive goalie as well. A very expensive goalie indeed. Nicholas Backstrom and the Wild. Well, real quick topic. Might as well get into this one right now. Well, the Wild, the one free agent move they made was they signed a guy they've been talking about trading for the last maybe 3 years. We're going to probably trade him.
Yeah.
Josh Harding has been signed to another 1-year deal.
Say what?
Yeah, $750K. Josh Harding and Jose Theodore, that's actually the right way to say it, even though it looks like Jose Theodore. He's going to the Florida Panthers because the Wild basically said, we're signing Josh Harding instead.
What were they thinking?
Yeah, that's not my favorite move, is it?
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's not our favorite move, is it?
I don't think so, Joe.
It's not the worst move ever, but...
Pretty bad, Joe.
It's like he's good, but he's not great. Harding, have you really ever seen much from him that makes you excited?
He has his games, but he has games that he stinks.
He's like a sieve at times.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it seemed like Lemaire and Richards would constantly put him in a very unfavorable position by making him the starting goalie. He hasn't started for 8 games or something. Oh, but it's in Detroit, so let's just throw Harding in there. It's like, gee, thanks. That's a nice way to go.
Yeah. It seems like they just kind of throw him in there whenever.
Throw him to the Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they throw him to the Wolves. It's just a completely tough one right there. It's a tough go. And it certainly doesn't help a young guy's confidence, that's for sure.
I remember watching him, and he always, he did really good, but then the team doesn't back him up and doesn't score at all, so...
That's the nail in the head right there. That's the nail in the head. He'll get 35, 40 saves, and he'll lose 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, or 2-0 in Detroit.
Yeah.
He'll get peppered all night. He'll do the best he can, and then, oh, sorry, we didn't score on the other end. We just kind of like let you just rot there.
Yeah.
Taking shots from Zetterberg and all those boys from Detroit. You know, Nicky Lidstrom still at age 90. Okay, 40, but you get the idea.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Still playing. Yep, defenseman. Defenseman. Yeah, that's a topic we're going to get to pretty soon. Yes, it is.
Defense. Defense.
Or at least offensive defenseman, right? No.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to say about Harding real quick before we slide into some more acquisitions and lack thereof?
I don't think so. I don't know if there's really a need for him here, because we have Backstrom, and yeah, like you say, he's gonna throw him to the Wolves, and
Poor guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you have to have a decent backup in this league if you're gonna hope to be a decent team, but still.
Yeah, it's hard to replace a guy like Theodore. He's really good.
I think he was wonderful and he was reasonable. But off to the Panthers he goes, I guess.
Yeah, sucks.
Yes, it does. That was a nice combination. It could have helped the Wild make the playoffs last year if they didn't hit that swan dive in March. Killed him, and got Richards fired.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this, but because I know Todd Richards is from Minnesota, and we like to take care of our own and everything, but it was a justifiable firing. I hate saying it, but it was. Because the way that team collapsed is like, unprofessional, frankly.
Yeah.
It's not acceptable. So as we close on the Josh Harding commentary, well, before we get to the very big trade with Brent Burns, yes, Brent Burns has been traded, of course. All of you know it, and it's our turn to talk about it here on Brave the Wild. But first, gosh, I'm going to say this straight out. My favorite Minnesota Wild player of all time, Andrew Brunette, leaves again. This time is to go to the Chicago Blackhawks. It's just a one-year ditty, but yeah, he's going to be 38 going into next year.
Yeah.
You going to miss him?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, not too much?
Yeah, he was
Look
good,
at
but he didn't do that great last year.
But,
And
yeah.
he's getting to the point where he might be like Brett Favre and mess up.
He's going to turn the puck over late in the conference finals, right? No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. He's going to turn the puck over, and it's going to lead to a 2-on-1 and then a goal, right?
He's going to be too many men on the field.
Too many men on the ice.
On the ice.
Yep, no, I'm kidding. That's a nice thought right there. That's about it, though. It's like, forgive us, guys, forgive us. We're just having fun here. But, no, and I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him, but at the same time, yeah, it's like he doesn't fit the current plan. No, they're going way, way, way young. I mean, shoot, he's as old as the coaches, so
Yeah.
kind of awkward just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
John Madden's also on his way out, unfortunately, but understandably. He was about 37. He's getting replaced by, this is kind of a Doug Risebrow type move in my eyes. He's getting replaced by Poe.
It's a Powell.
Powell, Philadelphia. I'm just a little bit, I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm miffed, but I'm not, thrilled about it either. A third rounder in 2013. He's just a checking line type of center who has yet to eclipse the 20-point mark in a season. I can't say I'm all too excited. 2013 third round pick, that's a Doug Risebrow type move as far as I'm concerned. I hope the audio isn't cracking right now because I don't know what the memory situation is on this computer. It's kind of iffy. So bear with me. I apologize if there is a problem. Yep, Daryl Poe. They tendered a qualifying offer to him as well. He's already 27. Yeah, 17 points last year in 81 games. That's a career high, folks. That's a career high. He's 17 points, 15 points, 11 points in the previous 3 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a checker. He averages on nearly 200 hits a season, so that's good. But
yeah, got to be more multi-dimensional than just
Just hitting, yeah. Yeah, I mean, dang it.
Like, I don't know if he's going to be like a bruiser, like Bugard or anything, but he kind of like guys more like Cal Clutterbuck than, that can do a lot of different things. This has and knack for
a little bit of scoring, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Poe, it's like he'll probably fit alongside Clutterbuck. He's not the biggest guy in the world, 5'11", 220. An undrafted player as well during his career. He was never actually drafted. He's okay. It's like he's a checker, and that's about it. Is he really worth a third-round pick? I'm not sure. I guess Kyle Clutterbuck was a third-round pick as well, but still, it's like you said, more productive.
Mm-hmm.
This guy seems more like a fourth or fifth rounder type.
Yeah. They're stretching or something.
I think they were a little bit. Third-round picks are kind of important. The Wild declined to make a qualifying offer to Patrick O'Sullivan, and he's on his way out again, unfortunately. I don't like that move. I don't like it. Like, you want to keep all these... Yeah, they extended a qualifying offer. There we go. Shepard, yet you don't give one to Patrick O'Sullivan?
What the hell?
What the hell? And he's not the greatest player ever. He's just not. But at the same time, he's not that bad.
This is bullshit, man.
It kind of seems like it. O'Sullivan, not the most productive guy ever, but is the crybaby, let's just call him that, James Shepard, a productive player? No.
Not even close?
No, not at all. And I don't know. It's like, I guess they picked one over the other there. Mm-hmm. O'Sullivan's a little more professional, I think, than James Shepard, and both of them are kind of similar in terms of, like, they're mostly here to hopefully provide a scoring punch. At some point in their career, that was initially what they were drafted for. But here we are, just waiting, finding out what happens here. I don't know. I'm not too excited about the Poe move. Like I said, it's like Riseborough. You're throwing away draft picks again for role players. Mm-hmm. You don't win the cup doing that, but then again, at least their drafting is a lot better than the Riseborough era from all indications to this point.
Yeah, we hope.
We very, very much
That's
hope.
always a problem with getting people so young. You just never know if they're going to really pan out or not.
No, you never really do know if they're going to pan out. I mean, heck, it's funny. The fourth overall picks like A.J. Thelen and Benoit Pouliot. Mm-hmm. Wild have had the fourth overall pick twice now, and both of them flopped. Like, both of them are out of the league. Thielen never came close. He didn't even come close to suiting up in the NHL. That's how bad he was.
Wow.
He wasn't even close to suiting up. In fact, the Wild, brought him back as a training camp invitee. Think about that. You go from a fourth overall pick to a training camp invitee.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's like an undrafted, like, I pray to God I can make the minor league type of, position. And he was cut in the first day, pretty much. So it's like, it happens, unfortunately. And I think Doug Riseborough is a little bit a part of that. But then again, there's a billion experts that say, hey, this guy's the fourth best player on the board, so that's the guy to take. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. Didn't come close.
Not at all.
No, it didn't come close. So now for the perfect segue. Third overall pick for the Chicago Blackhawks by the name of Cam Barker was traded to the Wild. Gosh, only like a year and a half ago for Nick Leddy. Kim Janssen was just an expiring contract, so we don't even think about that. Mm-hmm. The Wild weren't going to retain him anyway, so that's not a loss.
Yeah.
But Nick Leddy is a loss. Ouch.
Yeah, he definitely is.
That's a loss.
It's just weird how there was so much hype about him, and then they just gave up on him or something, or
they got so infatuated with Cam Barker, from what it sounds like.
Yeah.
They're just like, Cam Barker, oh man, you don't pass up on a chance to get a guy like this.
Yeah.
A guy that scored 5 points in 52 games and was scratched like a trillion times this year. Mm-hmm. And he was waived. That's how bad it got. He was waived, and
it's horrible.
Yeah. Completely ineffective. His defense was soft, and his offensive game was irrelevant. Mm. He is signed with the Edmonton Oilers.
What?
Yep, he is.
Someone actually signed his ass?
Yeah, right away in first day of free agency. That's funny. He is going to the Edmonton Oilers, and the Edmonton Oilers are so good, he fits right in.
No. Yeah.
They're one of the few teams the Wild could just easily pound on last year. I mean, you want a well-oiled machine with the Wild. You want to oil oil this machine, make it more well-oiled. Well, who else do you play? A team called the Oilers. So there you go. And the Oilers were horrendous last year, and the Wild.
They're the doormat of the NHL.
They're definitely at least, they are. They got the number one pick with that Hopkins guy. The Hopkins guy, yeah. Not from Hopkins, but sounds like it, right? No. It's going to be very interesting to see how that turns out. Edmonton Oilers are, classic 80s team, but ever since then, not, kind of a doormat, except the Craig McTavish era, they were pretty good. Yeah. That was the Wild's potential coach for, the longest time until he just basically pulled the rug out under him and said, no, we're hiring Mike Gill. Yeah. And the Winnipeg Jets, yes, they are the Winnipeg Jets, by the way. We're still waiting on what their logo is going to look like. We're sure it's probably going to be fairly similar to the past, but they passed on Craig McTavish as well. Just thought I'd throw that in there since you're talking about Edmonton. Yeah. Well, that's the end of that. Okay, we got to bring this up. How excited are you that Jaromir Jagr is back in the NHL?
It's like, damn, where'd he come from? I thought he was already in his wheelchair.
Yeah, is he 50 or is he 48? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, he's got to be pretty close, huh? And the Penguins were going to offer to him, and then they actually declined, or they, they retracted their offer to him. It would have been kind of cool to see him on the Penguins again, just for, nostalgic purposes.
Yep. Definitely a lot of history with him.
Yeah, lots of history. He was the Scottie Pippen to Mario Lemieux. Mm-hmm. Scottie Pippen to Lemieux's Jordan, or the Messier to Gretzky's,
yeah.
To Lemieux's Gretzky, yeah. He was the other star on that team. Or, with the current day Crosby and Malkin, Yeah. Kind of similar in that sense. He's going to the Philadelphia Flyers. That should be interesting. Mm-hmm. Talented team.
Yeah. Well, didn't they get rid of a bunch of talent?
Yeah, they did. They made some strange moves, didn't they?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. They got rid of some of their talent that they had. I don't remember exactly who they were, but that's just because I'm not really a Flyers fan.
Yeah, we don't really. Yep, I mean, it's like one of those deals. It's like we're mostly here to talk about the Wild and per se, but the Flyers made some weird moves. They did make that miracle playoff run a few years ago when they won a shootout. They won a shootout just to make the playoffs, and they were went all the way to the Cup Finals, and then finally ran into a wall called the Blackhawks. Yeah, that's why Brunette's there, hoping that he can get a ring here at the end.
Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck. Yep. They're probably not the favorites to win anymore, I'm sure. No. Talented, very talented team, but I don't know. It's going to be hard to compete with a lot of. I kind of have a feeling the Sharks it's going to be Sharks and Canucks again. I think next year, 1 and 2.
I'm thinking Capitals maybe.
Mm-hmm. On the east side, on the east side. Yep, Capitals. Will they finally break through? Finally. Yeah. Tampa Bay. Don't forget about Tampa Bay.
Yeah, sleeper.
And the championship Boston Bruins. Mm-hmm. No, I think the odds of them I think the odds of the Boston Bruins repeating are like 1 in a billion. Yeah. They're good. They're very, very, very good, but they never make playoff runs until this year. They always fail. So they got through once. To see them do it again, it would be amazing.
Yeah. It'd be pretty crazy.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. It is crazy. So it's like we're still kind of bouncing around. We're bouncing around a little bit, but it's like, bear with us. We're just, we're having hockey conversation, and why not, right?
Yeah.
It's healthy. It's very healthy. So, yes, we've covered Barker. We've covered Brunette. We've even covered Jaromir Jagr. We're happy for him. He'll probably score about 17 points this year and play about 23 games. But
he'll probably break his leg the first play.
I don't think he's going to stay healthy. The guy's a wuss.
Yeah,
he really is. He's worse than Lindros.
At least he'll look good playing.
Probably. Yeah.
Might sell a few jerseys.
That's about all you can think about with him at this point.
Some tickets.
That is very, very true. Very, very true, Davey. So now we've already covered Josh Harding as well. Well, here it is, the biggest deal of the whole draft, and it involved the Wild.
Yay!
A 46-point scoring defenseman named Brent Burns. Very talented, very inconsistent, and unfortunately concussed twice in his career at a young age of 26.
Yeah.
He's a San Jose Shark, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he is. He is a San Jose Shark. The Wild. Yeah, isn't that weird?
That's crazy.
And you know what's the best part about all that? You know what's the best part?
What's that?
The owner, Craig Leopold, was on the fan, KFAN, whatever, the new home affiliate for the Wild on the radio, the new flagship station for the Wild. Craig Leopold, the owner, of course, was like, "Oh, we're not trading Brent Burns. We're just not." I mean, well, okay, maybe he's on a call for him right now. I don't know, but as of right now, we're not trading Brent Burns. So then, of course they traded him. They traded him. Yes, they did. The Wild acquired Devin Setaguchi. You gotta like that name.
Seemed like how Burns was talking. It seemed like he was thinking they were gonna trade him anyways.
Yes, yeah. It sounded like it, didn't it?
Yeah.
He was kind of removed from the whole thing. The Wild's.
It's like if it happens, it happens. But if not, then I'll be fine with it here. But still kind of thought. Yeah,
it's like I'm sure he wanted to be here, but he was kind of like, yeah, there's a pretty good chance I'll get traded. The Wild got a nice. I think they have a lot coming back potentially. Now, Setaguchi, when I heard, I can't remember who it was. It's somebody with the Wild who said we're getting one of the best scorers in the league. It's like, no. He's a second or third liner to me. Of course, they are going to put him on the first line by all indications. But statistically, he's not a top line guy. He's just not. He had a 30-goal season. 3 years ago. That's great.
Yeah.
He's 24, and there's a chance to keep getting better and all that stuff. Former 8th overall pick by the Sharks in 2005. But the last 2 years, really mediocre, like Antti-Miettinen level.
Yeah, he seems like someone who's like second or third line.
Yeah.
One of those Shark players, like, he's just, they do good, like, they get to the playoffs, but then they just, like, usually lose in the first round. So. Yeah, they're the Washington Capitals of the Western Conference, Yeah, they're all uber talented, and I like to use that word lately. But yeah, they're uber talented, yet they can't get over the hump. This year they got as close as they've ever gotten to the Stanley Cup Finals, and they lost to the Vancouver Canucks, who almost got it, and I'm glad they didn't. Yeah. But Canada sucks. Whoa, look at you. Look at you. Winnipeg rocks, though. Okay, I didn't say that. I don't know. I'm glad that they're moving teams back to Canada. There's a possibility of the Coyotes going to Quebec to revive the Nordiques. I actually would like that. Would you? Hell no. You would like to see the Quebec Nordiques back? That would be kind of cool. No? You don't think so? They should blow up the stadium.
Oh boy, this guy, look at you. They should blow up the stadium. They probably already did. They have to rebuild it again, huh? Those sons of guns over in Winnipeg. No, I'm just kidding. No, Winnipeg, they have their little 15,000 seat deal, but if it works, it works.
I don't even think they need a stadium, huh? They just play outside.
Winnipeg Jets, yeah. Hey, they could play at the airport. Okay, sorry, that was a really bad one. They could play at the airport because they're the Jets.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was bad. The good news is, though, about Devin Setaguchi, he's just part of the trade. He's not the whole thing. 3 pieces coming back to the Wild. Potentially a great trade if this works out. Like if Setaguchi can be a 25 to 30 goal guy, hey, there you go. He's another La Tendresse.
Mm-hmm.
That would be great, actually. Because, I mean, you know, not a franchise player, but a piece, a goal scorer.
Whatever happened to that dude? La Tendresse.
He had like 1 million surgeries. Like, was it hip and abdomen, I believe? He had a lot going on. Cost him the whole year.
I wonder if that's a bust now. Is he going to come back? Is he going to heal, or what's the deal with it?
Well, they're hoping so. Another, like a message Chuck Fletcher sent out was, hey, you need to come. There is no excuse for players to not come into camp healthy, because that's what happened to La Tendresse last year. He just wasn't in the proper shape to play NHL hockey, and he played 6 games last year for us.
So I guess if there's no like
8 games.
fishbowl looking at him, that he just is a slouch.
I guess at least last year he was, and that's pretty frustrating.
Yeah,
that really is. I mean,
like there was so much high expectations when he was hot. You know, when he was on fire, it was like nothing else. But
it was awesome.
Yeah,
he was on like a 40-goal a season pace for about 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time to be playing that high. You know, of just at that pace. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, the good news though, for the Wild, Setaguchi, Charlie Coyle, regarded as the top prospect in the San Jose Sharks farm system. So that is very encouraging right there. That is very encouraging. He was last year's first round pick for the Sharks. They look at him as a very high prospect. His numbers in juniors are phenomenal. You know, like 90 points, like 40 goals and all that stuff. But, you know, then again, juniors, anybody can tear it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember Bouchard's numbers are just phenomenal in juniors, and he is a point producer, but not at that level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, but all indications are this guy has a, you know, chance to be the star of this whole trade.
Mm-hmm.
And the other good part is 28th overall pick also coming to the Wild, which ended up being Zach Phillips, who also, you know, is a point producer. He's a center, has a chance to be pretty good in the NHL. Like, his numbers were really good. So the Zach Phillips and, of course, Charlie Coyle actually more likely to be looked on as bigger prospects than Devin Setaguchi, actually. Just the difference is Setaguchi's already in the pros and the others aren't.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. We'll see what happens. I mean, Setaguchi, we hope he can be closer to a La Tendresse than a Miettinen.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. His last 2 years of the Sharks, very Miettinen-like. Unfortunately. With the 10th overall pick in the 2011 NHL Draft, the Minnesota Wild wind up with defenseman Jonas Brodin. Now, he's a very skinny guy, unfortunately, at about 6'3". He's like 1'7". No, he's at like 165. So he's got he's got a long way to go. Some people think it could take about 4 years to come to the NHL.
Needs to eat more Chinese food.
Yeah, no, he needs to eat a lot of those milkshakes, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He only had 4 points in about 40 games, I believe it was, with the juniors. So he's a stay-at-home defenseman. That's what they've been saying pretty much the whole time. He's a stay-at-home defenseman. Maybe the future anchor for the Wild, I guess. I mean, the numbers don't indicate he's a prolific scorer, that's for sure, of any type. So he better be a hell of a stay-at-home defenseman.
Yeah.
A lot of people, though, inside the organization and outside the organization sound pretty optimistic about it, though.
Yeah, it seems like he might be good.
Seems like a decent pick, I guess. I mean, I guess that's why we traded Brent Burns, huh? I guess so, because Jonas Brodin is the savior.
Yeah.
According to the Wild. According to the Wild, indeed. Yeah, I mean, it should be fun to see how it works out. It's about pretty much all we could say about him at this point. The videos look decent, but, you know, videos look decent for some guys, and then they don't work out. So we'll just hope for the best here. I like Chuck Fletcher's ability to draft just a little bit more than Doug Risebrough's. That's mostly where I have faith in this whole deal at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So real quick, the second round, well, the Wild didn't have a second round pick. And there's a guy named Mario Lucia who the Wild coveted.
There you go.
He's the son of Don Lucia of the Gophers. The head coach of the Gophers, won 2 national championships with them. He had a son named Tony Lucia, who was very solid, a captain, but not a star, with the Gophers.
Yep.
Efficient player, though, and all that stuff. But the younger brother, Mario Lucia, looked on a little bit higher than Tony.
Yeah.
And then the Wild, did something very cool. And also very unexpected. Very cool and very unexpected. The Wild trade the 3rd round pick and the 4th round pick to the Vancouver Canucks of all teams.
The Canucks.
Yeah, to get the 2nd round pick from Vancouver, which was officially the number 60th pick, and they draft Mario Lucia. Mario Lucia is coming to the Wild. Or at least to the system.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just hope he doesn't get traded just like Nick Leddy.
Go first, let's win this game.
Yeah, go first. Well, maybe. Lucia has not committed to a college yet. A lot of people are thinking he won't be committing to the Gophers, though, unfortunately, which is frustrating. Actually, that'd be nice. That'd be great if he went there. But, hey, it is what it is.
He shoots, he scores!
That's what we hope he does. Mario Lucia, we hope he shoots, he scores, and the Wild have something cooking long term with Mario Lucia. I like it.
It's me, Mario!
It's Mario, Super Mario Lucia. Luigi is, not available in this draft. Maybe next year Luigi will pop up.
Come on, mate.
It should be fun. Well, and speaking of Tony Lucia and speaking of the Sharks, it's funny to see that he's actually in the Sharks system. He was taken in the 6th round by the Sharks, so he's in there. He's in there, yes, he's in the underground level in Mario. And Mario Brothers, or Lucia Brothers, we'll call them. Tony Lucia, yep, well, he's trying to make it to the NHL. We'll see what happens there. But Mario, regarded as the highest prospect in that family, should be fun. It's fun to see a player like that. Minnesota ties. Hopefully going to actually play on the Wild this time, where Nick Leddy did not.
Yeah.
That was a bummer.
They'd trade him for a crappy pick or something.
Cam Barker. Yeah, they traded him for Cam Barker. Yeah, but yeah, let's hope Wild don't do that again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hope they don't do something like that again.
Mm-hmm.
So in the NHL, anything crazy like that can happen.
Yeah.
Happens all too often, doesn't
Especially
it?
when they're that young, you might not perform like they're hoping he does, and you just never know.
And then they get impatient and trade him right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Chuck Kobasu, it's one of the final topics we can, he's on his way out most likely. Well, he's going to get replaced by Setaguchi, really, 20-goal scorer. They looked at Kobasu as that kind of guy. He was not that guy. He was way too injury-prone and unproductive. So basically, Setaguchi at minimum is an upgrade in Kobasu, so that's not too bad in that sense. Defenseman, well, we'll see. I mean, you lose Brent Burns, you lose a lot, I think. Cam Barker, you lose absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So who's going to be the number 1 defenseman for the Wild next year, man?
Yeah, Brent Burns, he's like our quarterback.
He was the power play guy. He really was. 46 points.
Yeah.
It's long term. I got to think it's going to be Marco Scandella. He's looked on as he was the top defenseman on the Canadian team.
Oh, yeah.
Canadian junior, was it junior? I can't remember exactly what they call it, but I remember he was the number 1 guy on that team. And that Tyler Kuma was like 3rd or 4th. He's a Wild prospect who can't stay healthy. First round pick in 07.
Yeah.
Can't stay healthy. Like, you know that. Yeah, you know of him. Yep. He tore his ACL last spring or March or so, and he's still recovering at this point in time. We hope he'll be healthy enough for the training camp for the Wild come September. And yes, there will be training camp in the NHL. I know everybody else is locked out. Yeah, but at least there'll be training camp in hockey. Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh,
We have something to look forward to.
Yes, thank God. Thank God there's NHL free agency, because there ain't NFL free agency or NBA free agency to watch.
Oh, well, we don't need to see losing anyways.
Yeah, the Vikings and the Wolves don't look so great. Of course, Purple Mafia and Timberwolves Explosion are also available on thesportstuff.com and on iTunes. We appreciate you to check those out. It would be very nice.
You better watch or else we'll get you.
You better listen. Yes, you better. But no, long term, Marco Scandella to me, I see him as the best defenseman eventually. Nick Schultz, the most steady. He's been there. He's been there since. He was in the original Wild draft. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Still here. Nick Schultz has been here ever since. Well, ever since the second year of Wild or whatever. The first year he was in the juniors still, but yeah, it's going to be fun to see. It is going to be fun to see. Doesn't look like the Wild are going to be too aggressive in the free agent market, though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's the bummer.
Yeah, just like they're going for young players, and free agency has older players, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mostly it's older guys, like their late 20s, 30s, and all that stuff. Sometimes even much older.
Yeah.
But Setaguchi's he's a nice addition. Let's just hope it works out. And of course, those prospects could end up becoming something very special. If they work out, we're in business, you know. That'd be great. The Granlunds, the Zach Phillips, Charlie Coyle, all those guys. That'd be terrific. Tyler Kuma.
Yeah.
Colton Gillies. Colton Gillies is coming up this year. He'll probably be on the NHL roster. Most likely.
The Gilly Man.
The Gilly Man, yep. Gilligan, yep. Gillies Isle. Yeah, pretty much. Josh Harding will be back, of course, as we know. Matt Cullen will be back. Is it a playoff team? Hard to say.
Yeah.
Probably not, but you never know.
I'd say in a few years you might be seeing some more chemistry.
Yes.
And stuff. So.
That's the key. Yep, yeah, because a lot of those guys, hopefully we can get them to Houston soon enough, then they play together, and who knows? It could be good. It could be very good.
See if they can win another championship.
The Houston Aeros, that'd be nice. Yep, they came close this past year, lost in the 7 games, unfortunately. That was a bummer. Yep. Mike Yeo, his first year with the Houston Aeros. I hope I didn't call them that, the Oilers. Houston Aeros, right there for the whole thing, but just could not bring it home.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Right, the Calder Cup.
We made it that far, though.
Let's get the Stanley Cup instead, huh?
I don't even think that cup matters.
Yeah. To them, I guess, but not to us up here in Minnesota right now.
Yeah.
Kyle Brodziak. I love him. Kyle Brodziak, I just love him. I hope the Wild keep him as long as possible. Still pretty young, too, only 27.
Dang.
The guy's a face-off freak, and he's actually an offensive. He's productive offensively, too. Wonderful third-line center, in my humble opinion. Even if he's fourth line, he'd be an amazing fourth-line center.
Yeah.
I think. You like Brodziak?
Yeah, he's not bad.
Not bad at all, in my opinion. No. Yeah.
No, Joey sucks.
No, definitely not. It's going to be fun to see how this team progresses this year. That's going to be the key, to see how these young guys progress. The Jared Spurgeons, a lot of people are excited about him. Clayton Stoner, if he can stay healthy, see if he finally moves up. That'd be great. Of course, Scandella, above all of these young guys, I think Scandella is one of the most exciting ones to watch. I think. That's the guy I'm going to be watching big time. Because if you're number one on the Canadian as a junior team, hey, you're doing something right.
Yeah. He looks pretty good.
Yes, he does. And he was actually fairly productive in limited time that he got to play. Spurgeon was extremely productive for somebody his age and his size. I like him.
Yeah.
I like the Edmonton, Alberta native Jared Spurgeon very, very much. Next year, hopefully Michael Granlund. Wouldn't that be nice? The way they're talking about him, there's your Gabrick.
Yeah, we can only hope.
Basically, yeah, we can only hope. We can only hope to God that'll happen. Yes, sir. And anything else you'd like to add?
No, I don't think so.
Pretty much run out of topics at this point. Yeah, we're pretty much gonna.
And energy.
Yeah, running. Yeah, it's late at night, guys. We're burning the midnight oil, and we apologize.
It's been like really hot. It's been crazy outside.
It has been hellish the past couple days here in Minnesota. You guys have. Hopefully, this show gets up soon enough. Yeah, Thursday and Friday. Of course, today was Friday. It's now officially Saturday, but, it was Friday. Temperature got to 102. Yeah, this is Minnesota, folks, by the way. And the dew point was at 74 at the highest, but it was 68 at the time, and it was 102. That's Cuba level, man. It's like Cuba. Okay, go ahead.
And it's been like the first week that we've had this, too.
Oh, atrocious, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was like 55 degrees at one point last week, freezing cold. So then it's 102 in a couple days. That's what the bleep, man. Yeah. Sign of the times, folks. Sign of the times.
Yep. El Nino.
El Nino, La Nina, and of course the apocalypse also.
Yep.
I have no idea what the hell's going on. Honest, I have no idea.
2012.
2012. The Wild Stanley Cup. Win the Stanley Cup before it's over, please. Yeah, come on, go get that cup, and let's celebrate and say praise the Lord. Indeed, that would be terrific. So with that, we'd like to give you the contact details. Brave the Wild, again mentioned, sportstuff.com, and on iTunes there is a Twitter account, twitter.com/Brave the Wild. Twitter.com/Brave the Wild. Do give that a follow. Don't forget the message boards, though. More importantly, I should have said this first, and I apologize, Dylan, if you're listening. There are message boards on the sportstuff.com. Sportstuff.com/boards. The sportstuff.com/boards. Otherwise, on the homepage, there's a button that says TSS Boards in the upper right-hand corner. Simply click on that, then click register, and there you go.
There you go.
There you go. And then you will have, just have the opportunity to create your own screen name. Of course, make it something that makes some sense and it isn't just a bunch of jumbled foolishness, because it'll be deleted due to spam risk. We just don't want spam on the website. It's annoying. Just like any other website, it'll annoy the hell out of you. So, hey, call into the call-in lines, 209-736-7877, 209-736-7877. It is a voicemail. Do treat it as such. Mention you're calling in for Brave the Wild, and talk to us.
Yep, we'll be listening.
We'll be listening, and even if it's about the weather, we'll still listen.
Yeah.
Because here in Minnesota, folks, the weather is a topic. Yes, it is.
Yep.
And you know what, out there, for those of you out there that want to assume Minnesota is just a very cold state, if you didn't listen to what we just said, well, if you heard what we just said, no, it's not just igloos, penguins, and Eskimos here in Minnesota. No, it can get pretty bleeping hot, up here.
Yeah, you betcha.
Yes, you betcha. It can. Yes, you betcha. Yeah, sure, you betcha. It's not just snowmobiles and igloos here, folks. Yeah, that's only for 4 months of the year. Okay, it's probably more like 3, but still, it can get hellishly hot here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You never know what you're gonna get.
You never know what you're gonna get. It's a box of chocolates.
Huh.
Yes, it is. So with that, we thank you for listening, and do take care. We will be back soon. Hopefully, the Wild have some more entertaining news in the free agent market, though we don't expect all too much. They talked mostly about next year being the year with the stronger free agents, but we've heard that a billion times, and we see the same thing over and over. So, even with a much more generous owner than the previous one. Okay, with that, we're going to bid adieu. Do take care, everybody.